Hi everybody, today I'm going to be making my version of sushi, and I'll just go over some of the things that I've got pre-prepared. I've got various sort of toppings or fillings if you want here. There's some carrot sticks, there's some cucumber sliced thin, some little celery sticks, some spring onion, the green part, and it's shredded so that I can use this to tie up little parcels. I'm going to be using smoked salmon for some of the toppings and the fillings, but I'm also going to do a vegetarian option because I've got some vegetarian friends coming as well. So instead of the salmon for theirs, I'm actually going to use little carrot shavings, and you just do this with a potato peeler, a vegetable peeler, and it just looks the same. So that's that. I've also got my rice, my sushi rice, which I've boiled. We need to add some seasoning to this, but I'll do that in a moment. And I'm going to be making some of the square type sushi first of all. So I've got myself an ice cube tray, and we're going to be putting the rice in here, and hopefully they will come out as little cubes and we can put toppings on. So the first job that I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this rice, because I'm going to be making other ones as well, California rolls, so I need to leave some of the rice for that. So I reckon to fill this ice cube tray I probably need about 4 spoonfuls of rice. So there we go, that's the rice in the bowl. Now what we're going to add to this, I'm going to add a tiny bit of, this is a sushi seasoning, so it's like a liquid. I want to just add a little bit of this and give it a mix. And also what I'm going to use is, this is a very light mayo, and I really want to make this so that it makes it very, very sticky. Although the rice is sticky already, I want to try and get it out of this ice cube tray at the end of the day. So I want to make sure that it's kind of got a gloopy kind of consistency, and I think that will come out of the tray. So what we do now is we're just going to pack this into this ice cube tray. So I'm just packing this in, and you want it packed in tight so that it will take on the shape of the ice cube tray. I'm packing this in. There we go, and my fingers are clean, so I can use my cook's finger to get that off. And as you can see, they're pretty well packed, and that was almost the right quantity. I'm sort of 2 less, but that doesn't matter. So there we go. Now this rice is still fairly warm, so in the meantime I'm going to put this aside and cool it down in the fridge, and then when that's cooling I'm going to be making another type. So I've now got it packed, apart from the 2 at the end here, but that's going to go into the fridge just for a little while, so I'll do that. And now I'm going to make some California roll. So with this one, I'm going to add the sushi seasoning, but not the mayo, not yet. I will add a little bit of light mayo, but not yet. So I'm going to just season that with the sushi seasoning. And that's ready for spreading. Now, what you need is one of these little bamboo roller things, and you also need some sushi nori, which is the seaweed sheets. So here we have the seaweed sheet, and I'm going to put that, I like to put the shiny side down. There's a sort of rough side and a shiny side, and I like the shiny side down because that makes it look nice when it's finished. So what we're going to do is just add some rice to the sheet of nori, and because this is sticky, it's quite easy to pack. The thing is with sushi not to put too much on, So I'm going to use a knife and I'm going to spread this out. It's a little bit fiddly at first, but if you just keep trying, you get there. And it's important to pack it down and you want it fairly even along the sheet. It's quite fun to do this actually, I find. And then the exciting part comes now, because once we've got that spread, then we can sort of put in the various fillings that we want. So I'd like to take it right to the corners, because then you don't end up with a sort of empty bit of sushi at the end. So there we go. So that's it all done. If you can see, that just covers the sheet of nori. Now, this is when I use the light mayo. This is nothing like a traditional sushi recipe, but it works for me. And everybody seems to like it, so if it works, don't knock it. Anyway, I'm spreading them, it's just a light covering of mayo, but it just makes everything stick. And what I want to do now is I want to put some smoked salmon along the sushi in a strip. Okay, so I've already cut it into small pieces, and so I'm going to put about 3 bits. Now I can add some other fillings. So I think some cucumber would be nice in here. So I'm going to put that, and that's good. And I want to add another little bit of crunch in here, so I think I'm going to put some strips of carrot as well. And this makes it all look very nice when it's all rolled up. So there we are. Now what we do is we just take this end, and it's a little bit fiddly at first, but you need to give it a good squeeze, alright? So keep rolling it and squeezing as you go along. You need to roll it and squeeze it until you kind of get to the end of the sheet. You see what I'm doing here? And that's me got to the end. So I've now got a nice little roll, and we'll put the cut side down. So that's the end. If you see, there's some rice coming out the end, but that doesn't matter. So we'll put that down the way. I just need to get myself a nice sharp knife. So I've got my knife and a nice tray to put them on. So first of all, we're going to cut. Oh, let me just move that so that you can see, and I'll move this a little bit closer. So what we're going to do is cut it right in the middle, and you do need a sharp knife, okay? Otherwise, you're going to get in a right mess. So we've got 1/2, and then we're going to half that again. So don't be scared, just keep going, all right? And then we'll do 1/2 again. So what you end up with is a little sushi roll like this, and we're going to put them this way up. I put that there, you can see that. So each piece, each roll makes 8, each half makes 4. So we get 8 pieces from one sheet of nori. And as you can see, we've got some nice sushi. So I'm going to continue on doing that, but in the meantime, let's have a look and see if the other ones have worked. I think this is still a bit hot. I'm just going to, there we go. So with this one, what we want to do is move that out of the way. I want to take a little piece of spring onion. I want to lay that down. I'm going to put my little sushi parcel across this spring onion, and then I want to take a little piece of smoked salmon, put it on the top, and then I'm just going to tie a little knot with this spring onion. And you can see how pretty that is, and that's going to go on there. So I'm going to continue on doing that, and then at the end of the day we serve this, of course, with some wasabi and some soya sauce for dipping and some pickled ginger. But once I've finished making my sushi, I'll put a picture up as well. So I hope you enjoy making some sushi. And there's 2 ideas, which is very simple and easy to do.